Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 28, Kayfa takfuruna billah. Why are you ungrateful to Allah? Wa kuntum amwata. Before now, you are non-existent. You are the one that was preceded by non-existence. Now the one who has been in existence now said, Fahayakum, I now brought you into existence. I brought you into existence. It's not possible for you to come here without somebody being responsible for your existence. For the time by Yana Rushdu min al-Bayy. And this being, we know by necessity that it must be only one and indivisible. Because one can be divided, but that of Allah is indivisible. You can divide one to half, quarter, third, sixth. But that of Allah is indivisible. Kul huwa Allahu ahad. Not wahid, ahad. Yoruba will say aso. Not divisible. So it's the one that is responsible for the existence. So it is, and there are some things that he must not possess. By being the only being, it means by necessity, he must not have any need for anything. Therefore, he cannot have children, he cannot have wives, he cannot have neighbors, he cannot have relatives, he cannot have father, he cannot have mother, because he is self-existing. He doesn't need anything. So if somebody now tells you that Allah has a son, then the question is, what for? What does he need a son for? Tell us. So that he can assist him. Then you have diminished Allah. Because he's all powerful. He doesn't need anything. Oh, to inherit him, you are saying that Allah will die and Allah will never die. What for? Why does he need a son? Any sensible person, we know that this is unreasonable. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the declaration, لَقَدْ كَفَرَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الْمَسِيحُ. Those who are saying that Allah is Messiah, they are kuffar. And Allah says, وَقَالَ الْمَسِيحُ يَا بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ. And Messiah Isa ibn Maryam said, O children of Israel, Budullah Rabbi, worship Allah my Lord, wa Rabbukum, and your Lord. Innahu, whoever man yushrik billah, associate any partner with Allah, faqad harrama Allahu alayhi al-jannah. Allah has made admission into al-jannah haram for such a person. Wa ma'wa'un nar. It's not, Allah did not stop there. You can say that it's haram for you to enter Al-Jannah, but you can say somewhere else. Allah said, no. وَمَأْوَاهُ النَّارُ. His final abode is going to be hellfire. وَمَا لِلظَّالِمِينَ مِنْ أَنصَارٍ. These mushrikun will have no helper on the day of judgment. So my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Oditabayana Rushdu Minaligayi. Because we still have some people, when we say whoever dies not as a Muslim is going to be thrown into hellfire, some people are still doubting. Have you seen that all these people will be thrown into hellfire by Allah? Listen, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, out of 1,000 human beings, only one will be admitted into Al-Jannah. (1,000 human beings, only one out of them will be admitted into Al-Jannah. 999 will be thrown into hellfire. So, you see, there are some things that push people to the level of doubting whether this thing will happen or not. We have some Muslim who are not righteous as some non-Muslim in terms of being kind, in terms of being generous, in terms of being just, in terms of being, accommodating, and so on and so forth. And we are saying that these people will be thrown into hellfire if they die not as Muslim. Why do we say that? Very simple. The condition for admission in Nigeria University is you must have 5 credits, including what? Mathematics and English. 5 credits, including mathematics and physics. You know the statement including mathematics and English, meaning that these are the fundamentals. You can add additional 3 subjects to it. If you have A1 in physics, A1 in chemistry, A1 in biology, A1 in further mathematics, A1 in economics, A1 in literature, A1 in all other subjects, and you have P in English, P in mathematics, not in Nigeria, you get admission. And you know, A1 in physics, oh, amazing, marvelous. Chemistry, biology, these are things. People will see, with this result, why should they now not admit you simply because you have P in English and mathematics? They should have admitted you. But that's the condition laid down by Nigeria's examination board. If you don't have English and mathematics, no admission. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Man amila soliha. Whoever does a good deed, whether you are just, whether you are kind, whether you are generous, whether you are tolerating, whether you are accommodating, wa min dhakarin aw untha, whether you are a male or female, anybody you may be, you can do good, you can do all these things. But what is the condition for the acceptance? Wa huwa mu'min. That's the condition for acceptance. You must be a believer. And who is a believer? Whoever believes in Allah and His Rasul. To say that I believe that Allah exists, that is no belief. I believe Allah exists. I believe Allah is the creator of the heavens and the earth. It's no belief. Because mushrikun and kufar, they also believe the same thing. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ مَنْ خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. If they are asked, who created the heavens and the earth? لَيَقُولُونَ اللَّهُ. They will say Allah. Yes, Allah still regards them as mushrikun, idol worshippers, unbelievers. Because the only thing that will make you to be a believer is when you accept Allah as your sole object of worship, and the way you want to worship Allah cannot be different from the way He sent His messenger. That's ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. If your goodies are not based on those two conditions, like English and mathematics, no acceptance in the sight of Allah. But we will see one thing. Allah will not allow that good deed of the kuffar to go in vain. You know what Allah does? Allah reward him in this world. He will have nothing to carry to the hereafter. Because وَقَدِّمْنَا مَا عَمِلُوا مِنْ عَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنْثُورًا. They will present their own good deeds. I did this Allah. I did this Allah. Oh, It's not useful here. We've thrown away like a grounded, what is it? Yorùbá will say, nígbà tó bá kú èlùbọ́ dànù. So, it has been made clear. Islam is clear. Don't have doubt in your mind. It's your responsibility to go and learn more about your deen. Be certain of everything you do. Be convinced about your salah. Be convinced about your soul. Know why you are doing it. You have no doubt. Anybody can stop you. Why do you do this? You must know why you are doing it. And I like a response of a river to Islam. He said, nobody asked me anything about Salat. Why do you perform Salat? He said, I will tell the person. It is enough a reason for me to perform Salat simply because my Creator said I should do so. Once a command is from Allah, Samina. So there shouldn't be any. Is it possible to live in this 21st century without involving interest in our economy? How can Allah declare war against those who collect interest? In this modern day, Allah is not addressing you. He's addressing the real believers who will say Samina Wata. So if you still have justification for the giving or accepting of riba, Allah is not talking to you. And there's nothing can justify the giving or acceptance of riba. Nothing. Till the day of Qiyamah.